Yo, listen, I ain't gonna lie. I had to join the debate, bruh. 100 men versus one gorilla. Listen, I've been thinking. See, at first, before I hit record, I was gonna come in here and be like, bruh, there's no way. Like, I don't even know why this is a debate. Like, why do we think we could defeat a gorilla? But then I started thinking. I started using my head, bruh. Back in the day, we used to take out woolly mammoths. Man, come, bro. I'm like, wait a minute. Back in the day, we had to fight with the saber-tooth tigers. You mean to say, come on, bro? This ain't no debates. Come on, this ain't no debate. Come on. Hey, I promise to God, before I came here, I was like, bro, there's no way. I don't know how this is a debate. But then you really start thinking, bro, you really just don't got no belief in yourself. That's what they come down to. Because they was taking out woolly mammoths. Let's get to it. It says, why 100 men versus one silverback gorilla isn't even close. Hold on. What's going on with my shit? Hold on, there you go. Hold on.
Determined. Silverback gorilla versus 100 determined men. Who actually wins and why is it not as close as people think it to be? Silverbacks are insane freaks of nature. We're talking 200 kilograms of pure muscle, bone-crushing bites, and the power to tear down small trees out of their roots. One-on-one, you are not winning against this thing in hand.
But we talking about 100.
You are becoming a cautionary tale. But this isn't a one-on-one. It is a 100v1. That is practically a small army. The gorilla is not about to go ultra instinct and then just steamroll through that many people. Sure, it has basic wrestling skills and a mean bite, with it often dynamically moving around during combat, but that would only work to tire it out. People have survived gorilla attacks in the past when they were by themselves, so I think that even without using rocks or sticks, the humans can win. 100 men would either overwhelm the gorilla, or the gorilla will run out of stamina and then it will get overwhelmed. Will there be injuries? Absolutely. Losses?
Bro, I ain't saying that we making it out. Like some of us ain't making it out. But do I think we could take on the gorilla? Yes. Bro, I can't believe I was gonna come in here and be like, bro, there's no way. But when you really start using your head, we used to do that back in the day. Bro, you mean to tell me my ancestors better than me? I ain't having it. I ain't having it. No, we could, bro. It's over. We taking it, bro. We taking it over. Come on now.
Probably. Victory? Certainly. Respect the animal, but let's not underestimate human power.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. That's all. Like that's a good way to start the video off. Hold on, I got more videos. Hold on, we not done. Listen, I started a bunch of. I've been watching videos. I'm telling you, I've been locked in. Hold on, let's talk.
So recently, all of social media has been blowing up with the debate of one gorilla versus one.
I think 100 dudes can beat one gorilla. Everybody just gotta be dedicated. That's what I'm saying. We can't have no bitches. But listen, I'm not finna be in the front though. I don't wanna be. Listen. I'd rather be the last man, no cap. I'd rather be, of course, we jumping them, but I'm not being the first few to go against them. Them niggas gotta be crazy, and I'm telling you, the people that's gonna do it is gonna be the white people. I'm telling you, they be on go. Listen, shout out to all my white people. Y'all be on straight stupid stuff. Y'all be on straight timing when it come to dumb shit and alcohol. I give it to you, but black niggas not doing that unless the YNs crashed out on me. That's the only way.
100 humans. The funny thing is that everyone seems completely divided onto who would win the fight. One side thinks that the gorilla would pull a Winston and just completely thrash the army of humans with ease, while the other side believes that the sheer numbers would let the humans just beat up the gorilla like it's Naruto. But who is actually correct? Is a gorilla versus 100 people actually a fair fight?
Yes.
Or is it actually a stomp? Does the gorilla win, or do the humans? Let's find out. If you like this kind of stuff, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's jump right in. Now, to begin, I think it's important to establish both sides of this fight. For the gorilla, we are assuming that this is essentially the strongest gorilla possible. Of the 4 gorilla species...
Oh God, first of all, I don't like how y'all assuming this motherfucker King Kong. Y'all assuming that we going against King Kong or something. Like, nigga, we going against a basic gorilla. A nigga that's like 5'4", 5, like the nigga don't even, the gorillas don't even be that tall for real. So let's be honest. If they was to grab a regular gorilla, but I ain't gonna lie, bro, we cooling, like that's light work. We walking to the bank, no lie.
He's easily the largest and strongest would be a silverback eastern lowland gorilla. At the absolute largest, gorillas can stand at over 6 feet tall and weigh between 400 and 500 pounds.
Okay, so basically what you mean to tell me, nigga 6 feet, 400 some pounds, I ain't gonna lie, that's a big motherfucker. 400 pounds of muscle too. God damn. Cause I'm thinking like, shit. Like, that's not just 400 pounds of bullshit. That's like, I don't know. When you put it like that, I don't know. But I'm good, bro. We good. 100 men, bro. We cool.
The largest ever being about 600 pounds or even beyond. However, this fails to capture how a gorilla's overall proportions drastically exceed that of a normal human, with a wingspan of over 8 feet, drastically more muscle mass, and far less.
God damn, you mean 8 feet long? Is you dead? But look, bro, stop. No, see, they trying to scare us. Because listen, a gorilla's not throwing haymakers. He's not using the full length. No, bro, you're not getting me. You're not getting me. No. A gorilla's not, he's not bobbing and weaving. No, bro.
Body fat. In comparison to the peak gorilla, the group of humans will be made up of 100 average people. There will be no boxers, nor MMA fighters or athletes, and instead it will just be 100 totally normal people with totally normal physical stats, with there being an equal number of men and women. Now, technically, average height and weight varies somewhat drastically across the planet, so for this—
I thought I said 100 men. 100 men. I mean, I ain't saying that women can't do it, but I'm just saying, like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, it might get a little drastic out there. Like, you mean to tell me, like, 100 people, random? Nah, them niggas not surviving. But men? Depends what type of man it is. I can't lie. We got some bitches out there. It's gonna get nasty.
This video, we'll be taking the stats from just Americans when possible. This means the 50 men in the group will be on average 5'9" and almost 200 pounds, while the 50 women in the group will be on average 5'4" and 170 pounds.
God damn! Is that the average weight for a woman? I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm just saying, listen. The women I come across don't be weighing that much. And I'm not even saying that's a bad thing. I just, you feel me? I would just like that. But 5'9" and 170, that's still kind of big too. God, y'all gotta, I don't know.
To be fair, Americans are kind of fat, so ultimately using the statistics of a healthier nation doesn't change these values very much, or the outcome in my opinion.
Okay.
Still, either way, the gorilla is going to be far larger than any single human, exceeding them in height by a couple inches and being casually twice the weight of the average man. Also, just so we're all on the same page, this is what 100 people looks like. It's definitely not a small group.
Nigga, stop. Y'all see how it's mostly women, bro? No, bro. But you gotta sprinkle a couple more men in there, bro. We got like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Man, no, bro. No. Now this team right here, bro, they getting wiped. They getting wiped. I can't lie. She right here though, she look like she got she got a mean right hook. I ain't gonna lie. Look. She look a little hook. She look a little big. I ain't gonna, nah, shit, never. They might be good. I can't lie. Shawty look big as hell. And hold on, y'all can't even see this one right here. Hold on, let me move my camera. Shawty look big as too. She look. I don't know. Why the women looking bigger than the men? I don't know. Y'all might be straight. I was finna say this team cooked. Y'all look. Hey, y'all got some bodybuilders out there.
Group, but it's also not a massive crowd by any means. A lot of college lectures have more people than this in them. With that being understood, who wins this? Determining the true strength of a gorilla is incredibly difficult for multiple reasons.
Okay.
Firstly, gorillas ultimately are not a predatory species, so in comparison to something like a bear, a wolf, or any of the big cats, they rarely, if ever, go out of their way to attack humans. Secondly, unlike for humans that will willingly do experiments to test the limits of human strength, doing the exact same thing is almost impossible for gorillas because they're not just going to do a bench press for a couple of bananas, unfortunately. This forces most, if any, estimations of gorilla strength to be just that, estimations based off of their bodies and the very rare instances of strength that we have seen from them. Thirdly, there is a lot of hearsay and misinformation regarding gorillas, with most online sources claiming completely different stats for what gorillas are actually capable of. Finally, a lot of info about gorillas that does exist is oftentimes really old. The biggest issue, though, is that inconsistent information. For example, one website says they can lift 1,800 pounds, while another claims they can lift more than twice that at 4,000 pounds. Things get even more wild when these resources put it in terms of humans. Some claim that a gorilla is 8 times stronger than an average man. Another claims that they are 4 to 10 times stronger than a human. Another source claims 12 times, with another claiming that gorillas are whopping 20 times stronger.
I ain't gonna lie, nigga. If a gorilla hit me with that move, it's raps. Nigga, damn. I ain't gonna lie. The video right here makes it look bombastic, but it's one man. It's one man. Remember that. It's one man. I don't know, bro.
Than a human. Clearly, the only consistent thing agreed on here is that gorillas are.
Imagine, like you get 100 men, 100 of your homies and some random men, right? And y'all go fight this gorilla, and you just see your homeboy just get hit with one of these. It's time to go. It's time to go. Nigga, I couldn't even imagine. Bro, imagine seeing your homeboy get flung into a tree like, fall on the ground. The fucking gorilla run, like, it don't even run. It kind of like, over to him and just hit one of these. Take me out. Hey, wasn't this voluntary, nigga? Hey, I volunteered to get the fuck out of here. Like, what the fuck? No. Hey, no.
Stronger than humans, but this much variation in number between sources is enough to say that these numbers are completely made up or very unsubstantiated. So let's look to what actual researchers have said about gorillas, or what we have actually seen them do in real life. Consistently, gorillas have been seen uprooting thin banana trees, shattering protective glass, and have broken human arms in brief attacks. Wow. Smaller and weaker primates like chimpanzees have shown feats of strength 2 to 3 times stronger than that of a normal human, around 800 to 1,200 pounds. Given that chimps are less than a quarter of the weight of a gorilla, suddenly the 4,000-pound claims look slightly more valid and would approximately make them 8 to 10 times stronger than a human being lifting-wise, though strength and weight don't exactly work like that in a 1-to-1 ratio. Clearly. Looking back to older information, the statements get harder to verify, but could also be potentially more legitimate, as these were real interactions in the wild. We have accounts from 19th century explorer Paul Chalu recounting gorillas snapping and bending metal guns with their bare hands, or even an older account from explorer Andrew.
I ain't a lot of y'all guns was in our guns, so that don't even do nothing for me. Like, don't do nothing for me. And then like, nah, I feel like a man could do that. Like, if we find, bro, I feel like a man, like, we find the same gun, a man could probably do that. No lie. I'm not surprised about it. Wait, first of all, I'm reading this, and the first thing my eyes travel to, they gal many together to blank many. Bruh. See, I would get in my bag today. But you feel me? I'm gonna let it. We talking about gorillas and men, so I'm gonna leave it alone. But this is crazy. I can't lie.
It recounts that 10 people were unable to pin a gorilla down. Finally, we have more speculative calculations around things like gorilla bite force and punching strength, which is incredible.
Oh shit! I forgot they can use their mouth. Pause. But like, imagine, like, your homie get hit with one of these. The next nigga, he just take off the nigga head with one chomp. Oh yeah, I already know. You know, NBA playoffs going on right now, so I'm just getting little notifications. But I think that was WBRC or something. But anyway, like, bruh, imagine twin fly me out of this bitch. Matter of fact, bruh, hey, 100 men can do it, but I won't be part of that group. I won't be part of that group. Now, if we was to do a tiger or something, I'd be there. I'd be there for one tiger. Shit, I don't know. Never mind. Can we start small? Like, can we, like, y'all went to a gorilla. Like, can we do something like a little smaller? Like, what's smaller than a gorilla? That we can, like, dang, that's kind of dangerous, but I feel like we could do that. Like, I'm trying to think. What's like, a wolf? We gonna whoop a wolf ass. I'm telling you, 100 men versus a wolf. Man, this is light work. Come on now.
Difficult to calculate without, having the gorilla punch something that actually measures the force. Still, even the most lowball calculations put the gorilla's strength at
and another question is, do we know that we finna go fight the gorilla? Like, if you just like, hey y'all, let's get 100 of y'all, and we just go, Like if we don't get it, if we don't have the opportunity to train ourselves and to learn like different maneuvers or something, then we're like, it's like, I don't know. But I just feel like if we know we finna go fight a gorilla and we've been training on some Dragon Balls, we cool, bro. We're good. Like on a regular day, nah. Nah.
881 joules of force, with the highest being 3,660 joules of force. In comparison, humans output only about 74 joules with their punches, which would make the potential difference in punch power anywhere from around 10 to 50 times.
God damn! So you mean to tell me if they punch me, they might just go through my stomach, like on some like what the?
I don't think really speed is something we really need to talk about here. It isn't like other power scaling topics where either side is a blitz difference faster than the other or anything like that. Gorillas and humans are simply comparable in overall speed, with the gorilla being a bit faster in bursts of muscular power, though such speeds aren't exactly sustainable. So overall, gorillas are stronger, larger, heavier, and more powerful than multiple humans combined. Either way though, are the humans cooked? Let's get into it. Now, in a 1v1, 2v1, or even 10v1, I think the gorilla could pretty easily take it. From everything we've seen, from historical accounts to estimations, a gorilla may legitimately be around 10 times the strength of average humans, making all of these random articles potentially correct even if they were just yapping. Single strikes and bites from a gorilla is going to be breaking bones of whoever is unlucky enough to be in range. As they tend to do, they can also easily grab.
And then do they punch fast? Like, do we have the opportunity to weave? Because if so, we might be straight. Like, feel me? Like, I feel like we cool. Like, the average gorilla I don't think that niggas running marathons. I mean, the average man ain't either. So, never mind. Never mind.
But lift and pull around any human they manage to grab. Furthermore, most attacks from a human are simply not going to legitimately harm a gorilla, the difference in the basic lifting and punching power being so immense that the person punching the gorilla would probably hurt their hands more than the gorilla's body.
And that's what I was thinking too. Like, if I punch gorilla full force, is my shit just go like on some Mark Grayson, some Invincible shit? Like, what's gonna happen? Like, and do they feel it? Like, they probably like, oh, a bug just bit me.
But as the number of humans increases towards 100, things get worse and worse for the gorilla for multiple reasons.
Thank you.
Firstly, fatigue. Gorillas are not used to, nor are they really built for long, drawn-out fights.
Yeah.
Most conflicts between gorillas only last a couple minutes at most, which is actually true for most humans as well. But while the gorilla might tear through 20, 30, 40 people, boom, there are still 60 humans the gorilla has to beat in order to win. Secondly, in this fight, strategy and coordination genuinely matter. For this fight to even happen, we kind of need to ignore the concept of fear for both sides. If a gorilla saw a group of 100 humans, they are very likely not going to attack and just run away. On the other side, if most people saw a gorilla beating up a dude, they're not going to jump in and help out. They're also running away.
It depends. If it's my man's, I got you. If it's a random nigga, I'm gonna pray for you. Get out of here, twin. Get out of there.
That being said, if both sides legitimately want to beat the other with full conviction and no other options, 100 people can pretty quickly coordinate to absolutely bum rush on the gorilla, who simply would not be able to attack every person at once, even 20 people at once. Which brings up the third thing, weight. For as strong as a gorilla is, especially a potentially tired gorilla is simply not strong enough to hold off the weight of a coordinated group of humans. At the mid-end estimation of 1,800 pounds, even just 20 200-pound humans would be able to pin down a gorilla, with the only claim to the contrary being from a guy born in the 1500s. Would people get hurt and probably be killed in this effort to pin him down? But again, there are 50 dudes all prepared to do this, let alone the 50 women. But pinning isn't enough. The gorilla would need to be defeated, and even without tools, humans should be able to actually hurt gorillas. While human punches are far weaker than the apes, human kicks are overall far stronger. It can range from over 3,000 to over 4,000 joules.
I just feel like if I kick a gorilla, like, I know my hands far weaker, but I just feel like if I kick a gorilla, my leg just gonna snap. Like, just they gonna make that exact noise. Like, just gonna crack, bro. Nah, I never be disabled fight a gorilla. Hell, I'd rather lose a hand than lose a leg. Because at least if I lose a hand, I can run away. Nigga, I lose a leg, I'm just gonna be hopping, like, dragging my... Nope. Mm-mm.
Tools, which is actually stronger than gorilla punches from a pure energy output standpoint,
What?
as crazy as that sounds. So while yes, one guy randomly kicking a gorilla would probably do nothing, several dozen people all kicking at a gorilla's head while he's already pinned down would eventually take him out. So yes, 100 humans could be a gorilla.
Yes,
If gorillas were truly a threat to
Yes,
literally
sir.
100 humans at a time, there would be far more stories of gorillas actually, killing humans, while we have stories like this for elephants
Wait, elephant tramples. Oh.
or bears. So bottom line is this: humans most likely
What is
win,
bro doing,
but you
bro?
don't want to be at the front of the crowd when you're staring down a silverback. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. As always, thank you to my
Bro, shout out to you, bro, because I knew we could do it, bro. Like, I really knew we could do it, bro. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts and opinions down below. Do y'all genuinely believe that we can take out a gorilla? Let me know down in the comments. I love y'all, and I'll see y'all next video. Out. Ugh.